one which you will see in our country. Okay, and then imagine there's a water disruption because the pipe has flow, there's a leakage, then probably it will seep into the piping and then come to our household, which you're not able to see because it goes directly into our water tanki. Okay, and then of course there are rubbish being dumped into our river causing more pollution. So how is all the above related to you or me? Hey, do you know that if let's say the water that you consume has heavy metals, it will delay in physical and mental development. If you have disinfection products, for example, like nowadays after post-COVID, I believe everybody has been using disinfectant products. People has been using a lot of sanitizers, alcohol-based, and etc. If let's say you have this kind of disinfection byproducts, you may cause liver problem or kidney problems. Okay, it may cause you have pesticides, it may cause reproductive difficulties and etc. So that's why you got a water filter, your health depends on it. So what is the solution? After listening to all this, you know that these are all potential threats to our body, right? So what's the solution? Of course, today I'm here to talk to you about eSpring, right? So today I'll go in deeper, and now I'll start why eSpring. All right, so why eSpring? eSpring is the best tech in the technology to give you the best filtered water, all right? We don't just call ourselves a water filter, we are a water treatment system, all right? So first of all, it improves the taste, the order, and the clarity. Second, it removed more than 140 potential health problems like pesticides, VOCs, mercuries, and also lead, right? And then most importantly, I think we want to drink water for the beneficial minerals such as calcium, magnesium, which is very beneficial for human health, is retained in the eSpring and destroys up to 99.99% of bacteria and viruses without the use of chemical, all right? And how? So eSpring has an exceptional technology. This technology would be I'll be going a bit deeper the next few pages. So first, of course, we have the wireless power. Secondly, we have the smart chip. Third, we have the advanced carbon block filter. And lastly, we have the UV lamp, right? So this is the module if we actually, this is the entire eSpring module if you open it up. All right, so wireless technology first. The wireless technology in eSpring has been introduced in the year, in the 2000, year 2004, if I'm not mistaken. All right, so the wireless technology here is actually an innovation by Fulton Innovation. All right, it's a subsidiary company of Amway, produces most of the wireless charging technology available in the market right now. So now, if you're talking about your phone, we tap it onto a charger, it starts charging. It's actually a technology by the Fulton Innovation, right? So our eSpring actually uses this wireless technology when it was first introduced in 2004. It's actually called e-coupled wireless technology. So it's a patented e-coupled wireless power technology that transmits electricity through air, water, and plastic components. So if you open up an eSpring, if you have ever opened up an eSpring before, you will know that the CPU or the motherboard, I call this the e-coupled, has got no direct connection with the cartridge inside. So it's actually totally wireless. So imagine in 2004 and we are already talking about wireless technology. All right. All right. Next, we will go into the eSpring cartridge. So the eSpring cartridge comes in three stages. The first one would be the pre-filter. Pre-filter is mainly to remove the particles, the dirt, and the sand. Stage 2 would be advanced carbon block filter, right? The compound actually can help to trap up to 140 types of different harmful contaminants to our body. And lastly, this is the one of the most spoken product, one of the most proud technology that we have. It's the ultraviolet technology. It destroys 99.99% of bacteria, spores, and viruses. Okay, so I'll go deeper into advanced carbon block filter. All right, so this is actually the advanced carbon block filter. It's actually 0.2 to 0.2 micron, which is about 300 to 500 times smaller than our human normal hair, right? So this is human hair. So it's actually smaller by about 300 to 500 times. It can actually effectively reduce up to 160 contaminants, which includes 140 potential health effects contaminants, all right? And then it does not, this is the beautiful part, it does not remove the beneficial minerals such as calcium, magnesium, and also fluoride. Okay, so you can notice this little here, this little graph here. So this is how the filter looks like. We actually zoom in for a better understanding. Okay, so these are the macro pore. Okay, this is a huge hole macro pore, and then there are smaller holes like a micro pore. So these are the small holes that actually traps the contaminants, so it prevents it from going into our water, right? So did you know that the advanced carbon block filter, if you were to slice it up, open it up, it can actually cover up to 446,000 meters square, right? Which is equivalent to about 69 football fields. Can you imagine just one carbon block filter, if you were to open it up, it can actually lay over up to 69 football fields. Can you imagine how big that is? Can you imagine how great that is to actually remove the contaminants? All right. And this is the patented ultraviolet technology. The eSpring water system has a UV light that destroys 99.99% of waterborne diseases that causing bacteria and virus in the drinking water. Right. So ultraviolet technology, this one is actually a UV light inside the cartridge, which you are not able to see it with the naked eye because it's actually covered up by the cartridge itself. All right. So the ultraviolet technologies will only be activated if the system is activated. So meaning to say, of course, people will tell you, oh, it's using electricity, does it cost more? No, actually it does not. Okay, the ultraviolet technology will only activate when you start switching on the tap. Okay, once you switch on the tap, the water starts flowing via the eSpring unit. That's where the ultraviolet light will be activated. So after doing the calculation, the electricity is plus minus about 6 ringgit a year. Okay, so it's actually not really expensive. If I boil it down, every month it's only 50 cents, right? Also, I think we have heard people saying, what is UV? Does the UV light, is it radioactive? All right, so it has been conclusively proven that the UV light used in the eSpring water treatment system, right, is safe for actually use in our home. Okay, the UV light is a form of radiant energy similar to a visible light and radio wave. So it's actually emits a radiate from a source. Okay, for this reason, it's referred as radiation. Okay, so it's whether it's come from the sun, light bulb, UV on the eSpring is not synonymous with radioactivity. So meaning to say, the UV light inside our eSpring cartridge is not radioactive. All right. Okay. So lastly, one of our also very fantastic technology, which I don't think you can see it much on other competitors, which is the smart chip technology, the sophisticated system that tracks the lighting, the carbon block filter. Okay, so if you notice, if you have seen an eSpring before, okay, this chip is actually the one that tells you whether you need a cartridge replacement or you need to get it fixed or you need to get it serviced. Right. So if you notice, like there's 100 to 0, right? So meaning to say this chip will actually help to track how many percent your cartridge is left with. So if let's say if it has already reached 0%, it will start beeping to tell you that you need to get it replaced. So it's actually a very smart system. All right. And eSpring, like I mentioned earlier, the 140 potential health effect contaminants is actually printed and listed in the website. So this is actually has gone through a lot of R&D, has gone through a lot of lab tests to actually get this certification to tell you these are the exact things that can be effectively removed from our eSpring cartridge, right? So these are the 140 potential health contaminants. This is unlike where other people tell you, oh, our water treatment system or our water filter is able to remove A, B, C, D, E. But then they might not have a black and white, they might not have printed it on their website to tell you, because all these claims will need to be verified third party, okay, by a third party. All right. Okay, so the certification and award which I am coming to. Okay, so first is NSF. NSF, we got about 6 NSF, which I'll go through later. Okay, we are Gold Seal by Water Quality Association. Okay, we have been voted by consumers, the readers that just trusted brand for 2023. We have been getting this since 2005. And lastly, Frost and Sullivan Best Practice Awards, we have been getting this for since year 2010. So can you guess, it's been so many years that we have been getting this award. All right. So what is NSF? Okay, NSF is the National Sanitary Foundation. So it's actually a third party certification to actually was actually given by the US government to develop some sort of industry standards, right, which is accredited by the ANSI and also WHO. Okay, so NSF is actually a third party, or that's why it's written that independently certified, because it's a third party body that actually helps to verify the claims that what we can remove and what we cannot remove. All right, so these are the 6 NSF protocols that we have actually gotten. Okay, and this 6 is actually proven by NSF that we are effective in this. Okay, they have verified our claim and it's actually effective. So we have NSF 42, which is for the taste and odor. Okay, NSF 53 for health effects, which is reduced contaminants. NSF 55, which is for the UV system. NSF 401, this is for the emerging compounds or incidental contaminants such as pesticides and medication, which I have mentioned earlier, hospital wastewater, all right? And NSF protocol 477, this is for green algae. And lastly, NSF 473 for the removal of PFOA and PFOS. This is actually since 2017, all right? So what is PFOA and PSOS? I think it's available next slide. Yes, right. So PFOA and PFOS is actually a man-made chemicals during the manufacturing of fluoropolymers. This is actually mostly found in fire extinguishers, right? You can actually see it's very easy to identify. The white color foam that comes out from the fire extinguisher is actually contains PFOA and PFOS. So that's why recent data in the US, right, has shown detectable levels of PFOA and OS in the drinking water across the US. So what can PFOA and PFOS cause you if you consume it for long term and you do not notice it? It can cause liver damage, thyroid disease, decreased fertility, high cholesterol, obesity, hormone suppression, and also potentially cancer. Right. So this is very, very important, and our eSpring cartridge is able to remove it without that. Right. Okay, so this is just a simple comparison of eSpring and certification with others, right? So first is of course brand A, RO technology. They have 4 filters and then certificate and etc. There's only 4. Okay, brand B, they do not have any information. Brand C, they do not have any information. Brand B, they claim to have NSF 58. However, there's no information in the NSF website. Okay, so but then for our eSpring, okay, we have 6 NSF certification, and all these can be verified via NSF website. So all the details that I have mentioned above, you just have to click into NSF website. Then there's a page for consumers. You just click it in, and then you will be able to verify to click what are the brands available. How can I search? You can go deeper. All right. Okay, so just to give you a bit of a background about alkaline water and also reverse osmosis water. So alkaline water has been, or people know it as Kangen water last time, all right? So because Kangen water has overclaimed that it is like a miracle water which is able to treat more than 100 chronic diseases. Okay, so our health director general, previous health director general has already said that there's no such claim, all right? There's no water that is able to help with this kind of diseases or has all these family-borne diseases. So we must be very careful with the claims by different companies. All right, RO water. RO water has a high risk. What is RO water? RO water is actually removes osmosis water, whereby they remove every single thing from the water. Okay, they remove every single thing. Whatever that eSpring can remove, they remove. They will also remove things that eSpring do not want to remove, which is the mineral content. Right. So drinking reverse osmosis water, there's a potential health risk that you're drinking demineralized water. All right. So if you're drinking demineralized water, there might be potential threats that this specific minerals that you actually require is slightly lacking. All right. So the WHO has already said this, okay. So drinking RO water is like demineralized water. All right. And RO water actually uses a lot of water. Okay. Whenever you on the tap, you take water from the RO filter, there's another water tap that flows out to the sink or to the drain, right? Because that's how the process is. Okay. And then the multi-stages of filtration. Right? This multi-stages filtration is, I think you have seen it before, right? I'm pretty sure these are the filters which is available. And then actually, if you notice, right, the cost of ownership is actually very expensive, right? So year 1, you have to change how many filters. Year 2, how many filters you have to change. Year 3, how many filters you have to change. These are the estimated costs, all right? So common question number 1, after understanding so much about what I've said earlier. So we'll do a bit of a common question, because I think these are the questions which I quite often receive from my potential customers. All right. So first is, why not offer monthly rental schemes such as other brands out there in the market? I think you all know there's brand C, there's brand S, there's a lot of other brands out there that offer monthly installment, all right? So let's do a simple comparison, right? This is a brand C, brand X, okay? I call it brand X here, right? So this is 140 ringgit a month. You get free pendaftaran free installation, free registration. They come service every 2 months. They change the filter for free. All right. Okay. If I say there's any damage, you get it replaced or you get it serviced, and then it's a jamming product. Okay. And then okay, you notice so there's no registration fee. Monthly installment is 140 ringgit, credit card or debit card. But whatever what is not stated in here is that this is a contract of 7 years. Right? Contract of 7 years. So let's just do simple calculation, everyone. Okay, total price is 140 ringgit times 12 months, which is a year, and you times that with 7 years. The final amount is actually 11,760 ringgit. All right, the total initial payment, very easy, it's 140 ringgit, right? Okay, so if you notice, after 7 years later, all right, the cost of filter, they don't have any cost of filter because according to them, it's replaced for free. All right, it's actually considered or calculated into the cost that you're paying on a monthly basis, right? So total cost after 7 years is 11,760 ringgit. So I've actually done a few calls understanding. After the 7th year, what about the machine? The machine belongs to you, all right? But then because there's no more warranty, there's no more free service, there's no more filters, right? So you have to pay 200 every month when they come over to service your unit. So 1 year, they come for 6 times, it's 1,200 ringgit. And then there's a maintenance fee of 650 ringgit yearly. All right. Okay, so coming to our eSpring, right? eSpring, is there a registration or deposit? Yeah, 60 ringgit for ABO and 20 ringgit for ABC. If you are here for the first time, if you do not understand what I have said, you can actually ask the person who have brought you here. All right. So if you go monthly installment via credit card, your monthly installment is only 308 ringgit. Okay. So for 1 year, after 1 year, the unit belongs to you. So the total price would be 3,699. All right. And in the total initial payment, what are you paying? You're paying your membership, the registration fee, right? You're paying for the first month installment. And do not forget, the moment when you register for an account, you are entitled to vouchers. So after deducting the vouchers, right? So this is what you'll be paying. And from the first month discount, you are getting back your 6% bonus, which is about 292 ringgit. All right. So equivalently, that month you're only paying about 100 plus lah, because there's a discount, right? And this discount is from the 6% bonus. And then after for the 7 years comparison, the cost of the filter on a yearly basis is 639. Okay, so total cost after 7 years would be 7533. And similarly, after 7 years, every year you're only paying 639 for the filter cartridge. And every 2 years, you may have to replace the tubing, or every 2-3 years, you may have to replace the diameter. But these are very optional. Okay, so this is the common question 1. We look at common question 2. Why not come up with a hot and cold water dispenser like those out there in the market? Okay, of course, there are many people who have said this. I think you might have actually faced this in the market before as well. So actually, there are 2 things. First one is, if let's say for those hot or cold water dispenser, like the one that you see on your left, there is a water tanky inside. Okay, so water tanky inside the water filter potentially will have ants. Despite being sealed very nicely, potentially it may have ants. And second, the water filter, the tanky, if you do not clean it on a regular basis, it may actually start growing a layer of algae. Okay, like a very slimy thing. Okay, I'm not too sure if you have experienced it. If you want to understand, if there's a water pail at home, okay, you could try putting water in there. After a week, you just touch the side of the pail. You will notice that it's actually very slippery, slimy. All right. So of course, the second potential threat is that second potential threat is that because it requires electricity. So if let's say there's a water disruption or there's a electricity disruption, and then there is a potential threat that it may trip because it has what is that called? There's a boiler inside, and then there's a machine that actually cools the water down. So that's why actually in 2020, Bomba Negara has already issued a little memo to tell people who are using water filter as such to be careful to switch it off, to switch off the electricity if there's no one at home, or if we are going for a long journey. All right. Okay. So when do we want to replace our eSpring? So this is it's listed by Amway itself. Okay, so for the cartridge is to replace every 5,000 liters or 1 year, whichever liters. Okay, and then the parts, to be replaced every few years. Okay, this needs to be changed to prevent any leaks and also to ensure that the water quality that we are getting is tip-top. Okay, so it's absolutely value for money. Just now you have seen the 7 years comparison, right? Now we will go down to every single cartridge. Okay, like we mentioned earlier, every cartridge can last for 5,000 liters. So I've done the calculation for you. Teespring, cost of every single liter is only 13 cents. If you were to buy a bottled mineral water out there, probably outside you will tell me it's 1.5 liter, 1.7 liter. Okay, I'll just take the simple amount, 1 ringgit 50 cents, right? 1 ringgit 50 cents by 5,000 liter times with 5,000 liter, total you're paying 7,500 ringgit. Okay, the 5-gallon water bottle, okay, the blue color one, which sometimes you may see in your office, the cost per liter is about 50 cents. And 1 5-gallon bottle water is about 19 liters left. Okay, so you're paying about 9,500 ringgit if you were to get about 5,000 liters of water from this 5-gallon bottle. So can you see the cost is actually very, very high? Eastspring is way much more affordable. Okay, one Eastspring filter cartridge can provide you up to 10,000 water bottles, 500 ml water bottle. All right. Okay, so of course these are some of the installation I've done. Okay, this is actually all the way from, because I say in Klang, so this is all the way in Perak. Okay, for a few downline customer of ours. All right. So even for my customer, in the Amway business, actually very good business because it teaches you everything, right? My customer told me that the plug point is actually very far away from the tap. I do not want to get the e-spring lah. I told them, never mind. Well, what I'll do is I'll help you to hack the piping. I'll help you to hack the electricity. I'll put one more plug point here. So I learned that. I'll put another additional plug point here so that we get the e-spring. So this is the end result. Okay, so the e-spring actually I managed to mod it up. Okay, so of course, imagine if you do not have e-spring, all right, your kidneys will be doing this kind of filtration. And just look at the used e-spring and the new e-spring cartridge, right? So this is really black in color. This is white in color, all right? Okay, so you can see comparisons. These are just comparison photos, all right? So this is in Old Klang Road, water condition, Kajang, Bukit Baru. So you can see even people can scrape off a layer of mud, all right? So this is my second last slide. All right. So just to sum it up, why e-spring is the right choice for you? Okay. First, of course, it helps to improve the taste and order and clarity of the water. Second, it helps to retain beneficial minerals such as calcium, magnesium, and also fluoride. Lastly, it reduces up to 140 potential health contaminants. And most importantly, it can help to destroy up to 99% of waterborne diseases via the UV technology. Right. So of course, these are things which I think you have heard it earlier. Okay, so this is my sharing, and I hope that after today, don't wait if you don't have an e-spring. Get it right away. Ask your friend, ask whoever that brought you into the business, get the e-spring. And this is for me. I'll pass the mic back to MC. Thank you.
Hello, thank you, Wen Jin, for sharing. Let us give him a 666 flower star lah. So as we can learn from the first guest speaker that water is very important for us lah, because 70% of our body are made up of water. So the next speaker, she's going to share. She's a platinum, and she's going to share about the importance of mentorship. So let me share a little background about her lah. So Dr. Anusha actually graduated with honors degree from National University of Ireland and Royal College Surgeon of Ireland. And she's also a member of PACMAN, Pediatric Acute and Critical Care Asian Network. Currently working with Singapore Clinical Research Institute, doing clinical research and helping people reverse metabolic disorder like diabetes. So let us welcome Dr. Anusha again with flowers 666 to welcome her again. Let us welcome Dr. Anusha.
Thank you, Minker. Hi everyone. Can y'all hear me? If y'all can hear me, please type 21 in the chat box. Okay, great. So let me share my slides. So thank you to ECBI for giving me this opportunity to share here. I'm Dr. Anusha. Thank you to Minker for the very kind introduction. So today my topic is actually the importance of having a mentor. So when you actually you have decided to build a business, when you have decided to do passive income, when you want to leave a legacy, you want legacy income, you want to build a huge network, we definitely need a mentor, right? Why? Because how many of you, when you join, you are very well versed and well aware on how to do everything. So for myself, when I joined the business, I don't know anything about business because I'm a medical professional and I have never really tried to sell things to people. I only sell my service, right? We give service to people, but we don't know how to sell product because if I write a prescription, you will go and buy it. And I don't know how to talk to people on, creating network. So that's why I'm actually very thankful to my mentor. My mentor is Diamond Nanda and Diamond Chinese. They're my one and only upline who brought me into the business. So thank you so much. And he has actually taught me every single thing from small things until I became a platinum now. So thank you so much to my mentor. That's why mentor is actually very, very important. If you have decided to build a business and if you're feeling that actually I don't need a mentor, I can learn myself, I can do it my way, then I think based on the small experience that I have, it might take a very, very long time to make it in the MBA business. So what is a mentorship? Mentorship means they actually share their valuable expertise to help us succeed. That is mentorship. Okay, not many people are willing to do this. So why do we need to work with a mentor? Because our mentor has actually done it before, right? Definitely, your mentor is maybe a platinum or founders platinum or emerald or diamond, can be anybody. So they have already succeeded in the business. So definitely, we want to be like them. If you're a new person, 6%er, 3%er, you want to be like them, right? One day. So they have done it before. The best thing is to follow the advice of people who have done it before. Second reason is maybe you're new to the business, and if you have a new ABO coming in, sometimes we don't have any testimony to show. We don't have any success story. So that is when it's important to leverage mentor because they have success stories. They have lifestyle. They have actually made it in the business. So to create belief and to make new people actually believe that MWay actually is legit, we need to show testimony. So that's why we need to work with mentor. And third thing is, we all are still learning new skills, right? Every time I go appointment with my mentor, I am very, very particular in watching how he do the business. Sometimes I don't dream and sit there because he's talking to my prospect. My prospect is talking to him. We are just keeping quiet, right? So I don't dream. I just look at how he's actually talking, what he's talking, because I need to duplicate it. So every time I always learn new things from him. So this is our mentor. They already climb up. They are already standing up here. So we are down here, and they are willing to. They are so good that they are willing to actually tell you how to climb up and come here. Because the business is such, you help someone to help yourself. So we help people live better life, right? So this kind of concept actually very difficult to find in other businesses. If you have a very successful businessman who makes six-figure income annually, do you think they want to teach you how to make six-figure income annually? The answer is no, right? But here we have a lot of diamonds who are willing to share everything they know. They are not stingy at all. They just want to share everything they know to you so that we can actually be like them. Their mission is to create another diamond. So our mentor, they definitely have financial interest in our business. So they would not do anything that would make our business go down. So that is the trust that we need to have when working with a mentor. So another thing is the mentors usually they lead by example. So these are the things that how you identify your mentor. Like you cannot just simply identify someone as your mentor. So make sure your mentor is actively building the business, and your mentor is also associated to ECBI system. So this is how we identify our mentor. This is my mentor, Diamond Chinese. So you see, when she was pregnant, she was still actively attending all meetings. She was doing her 3S and she was eating a lot of supplements. So I am as a doctor, initially I was a bit, although I always support eating supplement, but when I was pregnant, I was a bit unsure whether should I eat supplement or not and which supplement is safe for me and the baby. But when I see her eating all the supplements and she actually gave me the list of supplements she took, and then I saw her baby came out so beautifully, and that gave me actually belief. So mentors actually they lead by example. They don't give you instruction, but they actually show you how it's done. So this is me. This is when I was pregnant also. This is my mom. So I still went out to do 3S, attended meeting, and I took a lot of supplements. And I even took Q10, omega-3, protein, body key, calcium, B complex. So that's why now my son is very, very pandai. So this is also when I was pregnant, we actually drove all the way to Seremban to STP to these two people. So we need to see what is our mentor strength and actually work together with it. My mentor, he's actually very good in speaking Mandarin. And that was actually very helpful for me. I speak Mandarin a little bit, but not as good as him. So actually, I can actually leverage on that. And another thing is his leadership skills are very good. So I can also leverage on that. So you need to identify whether mentor is good in nutrition or whether they are good in leadership, in skincare. Then we leverage on that until we become expert in whatever field. Then the third thing is actually our mentor, right? They know our potential. This is a very funny thing. Sometimes we also don't know our potential, We think that we cannot do it. But our mentor actually knows it. For example, when I first joined the business, my mentor actually told me that you need to show 100 OPP in 3 months' time. Take up the challenge, show 100 marketing plan in 3 months' time. So I was thinking, is it possible? Can it be done? But actually, it can be done. I actually managed to do it 100 SPP in 3 months' time. So it can be done. I didn't know, but he knows my potential. And how many people you actually can sign up. How many PV you actually can do. So when I was fighting for my second Q in Platinum Ship, on another 2 more days to go, I still need 5,000 PV. And I thought that it cannot be done. But my upline said you can do it because the second Q is always the hardest, but it actually can be done. And I think you will be able to do it. So when he said that, I felt like, oh, you really think I can do it? Then he said, yeah. And yeah, we managed to count him 5,000 PV in 2 days' time, And how many sign-ups you can actually do and all that. Actually, they know what you actually can do compared to us. So the next thing is for our mentor, edification and respect is very, very important. So a lot of people actually, I've heard that they say, you have prospect, but you tell them, can you come and meet my mentor because you don't have the skills yet, right, to show the plan and all that. But what will your prospects say? Sometimes they say, no, I don't want to see your mentor. I just want you just explain to me lah. I don't want to see your mentor. So then very difficult already, right? So that is why edification is very important, and edifying our mentor will make it easier when our mentor speak to our prospect. So these are some of the ways actually I edify my mentor, because I'm a medical doctor. most of the prospect I bring, maybe in medical background. My mentor is not a doctor. He is a football player. So how do you think I can get these people to come and meet my mentor? So this is how I actually edify him. So you can actually fill up the blanks yourself, put your mentor's name. My mentor is a, and do you know that this word here was given by my mentor? He actually gave me these 3 ways to tell the people to come so that I can invite them to see him. So you see, it's so easy. It's so easy, you know. My mentor actually teach me even how to edify him. So this is how I usually do it. My mentor, Damananda, is a professional football player, currently building the Amway business so successfully, and he has helped many people live better life. If you got a chance to meet him, you're very lucky. So when we say things like this, right, then the prospect feels I'm lucky if I get the chance to meet him. Wow, such a big person, is he? Then the second thing is, my mentor is Mr. Nanda, such a great and successful person, but yet so humble. You would have never seen such a rich and successful person have so much wisdom and be so humble to help guide people. So you adjust according to your mentor. If your mentor is successful, you don't want to say the word rich, it's okay. You have never seen such a young and successful person, or you would have never seen such a matured and successful person have so much wisdom and be so humble. And then lastly is that I always like to tell this, he's the best person to talk to on how to build passive income, because he has such a huge business and has many successful professionals as associates with him. You are lucky if you get a chance to meet him. So that is what I'll tell. I'll tell them. I will try to arrange a meet with my mentor, but I don't know whether he is free or not. Just some drama there. I don't know whether he will be free or not. But if he gives us a time, then it's better you arrange that time lah, because very difficult to get my mentor. So this is how I edify my mentor. And you see, because of that, this is my colleague. He's a medical doctor. I managed to bring him to see Mr. Nanda. This is also my colleague, a medical doctor, and this is actually my bosses. They are my boss. They are higher level of doctors, and they also managed to bring them out to meet Damananda. This is a pharmacist in PPUM. This is during COVID, where we are not allowed to dine in, right? So we actually follow up her at a park there in PPUM lah, and then online follow-ups. So that's how I actually edify my mentor, so that when he comes and talks to the prospect will listen to him, because I've already edified that this person who's going to come to talk to you is a really, really great person. So it's very important, you know, and they are really, really great. So this prospect will think of your prospect or your downline. They will actually open their heart and listen to what my mentor is going to say. Okay, and then next is, our mentor is not our coolie. So we need to learn fast and don't depend on mentor for very long. Why this is so important, I realize, is because my mentor actually has bigger group than me. Your mentor maybe is a platinum, or founders platinum, emerald, diamond, but whatever it is, also they have a bigger group than us, right? And my mentor is a diamond. So I'm not the only leg. He has a lot of other legs that he needs to work with. And he's also fighting his goals, right? Definitely our mentor has their own goal. Sometimes we forget about this. We're only concerned about our goal. But we forget that our mentor is also fighting for their goals, right? So we need to quickly learn and quickly learn to show plan, learn to do demo, and lessen the mentor's workload. So now Damananda doesn't come to show, I don't call him to show plan or marketing plan, or I don't call him to show product anymore already. When I bring someone to him, I've already done everything. Show plan, show demo, done sales, I only bring to him to talk leadership. So his workload is lesser already. You don't have to do everything from the beginning for me because anyhow this is my business, right? So that is why I learn very fast. I learn how to show plan very fast, and learning and becoming expert is two different things. If you want to become expert like the mentor, it only comes with practice. So when I first, although I learned already, the first plan I show definitely got some hiccups. But as I keep showing already, now it's like nothing already. So that is why practice is also very important. And finally, we need to be grateful and have good relationship with the mentor because our mentor actually have sacrificed a lot for us. Sometimes we don't realize it. They sacrifice their time. They sacrifice their eating time, their time with the family, so that they can help us earn money, right? And we need to actually be grateful for that. So that's why you see his birthday, we send him cake, his anniversary, everything. We send him gifts. Deepawali, we send him murku. And he does the same for us also. You know, for birthdays, he sends us cake and he sends us cookies when they go overseas and come back. So we have a very good relationship with our mentor. This is very important. And when is the most important time to find our mentor is when the business is not doing so well. So that is the time we need the mentor's guidance. So whenever I feel like I'm lost, I'm stuck, I always find him. And the certain things that he give will always open up my mind to do something differently, or change my method, or make some difference in the way I'm doing the business. So that is why it's very important, because mentors have built many groups already. So they have a lot of experience in how to build a 21%, how to build a gold producer. They know how to build a platinum. So then that's why when we are stuck, they actually know what to do, because they have actually managed successfully to build many different type of people in the business. Okay. So that's all my sharing for today. I think it's already September. Definitely many of you who would have met your mentor to set goals. But if you have not, I think it's time to call them and set a goal for this year. I'm sure your mentor is very happy to help you out. So take the opportunity, leverage on them, and get help from them. It's nothing wrong to get help from our mentor, because although I was, whenever I needed help, even though I'm a doctor, I still seek help from my mentor. You know, sometimes when I'm lost or everything seems dark, they are your torchlight. So find them again when you feel lost or you feel nothing is moving, and make a decision to actually set goals and make it happen this year. That's all from me. Hope it was a beneficial sharing. Thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Anusha, for her sharing about the importance of mentorship. Like, yeah, like, actually, I believe everyone has a mentor in Amway, lah. So it's true that your mentor really sacrificed a lot for you, and it's very important to have a good relationship with your mentor. So, thank you, once again for Dr. Anusha sharing. So that's all for today. Thank you, and see you guys again next week. Bye.